master deeds. Which will you choose? Mr. Contest.
Timers may have a minute for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestant number 6, Melissa Clay. It's never too late. It's never too late, Melissa Clay.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of a clock ticking. Time marching on. Time can be our enemy, reminding us a deadline is approaching, and we only have moments to spare. It can also be our ally, giving us hope for the future, assuring us all is not lost, and we still have a chance to bring our dreams to fruition. How do you allow time to work for you? Do you allow it to defeat you, to crush your dreams, to convince you there's no sense in trying because you'll never accomplish your goals? Or do you positively harness its energy, take advantage of its opportunity, turn your doubt into ambition, transform your fear into action? Dear fellow Toastmasters and most honored guest, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a rock star. Now let that sink in for a moment. Can you picture me in 6-inch-high stilettos, fishnet stockings, spiked electric blue hair, wearing a Madonna comb bustier, driving all the way out to New Zealand, belting out cover hits such as Like a Virgin, Touched for the Very First Time. Up on stage in one of the biggest venues in the world, performing in front of thousands of screaming fans, flashing lights, and pulsating music. The image was so real, I dabbled in songwriting. I wrote dozens of songs. Well, the lyrics at least. I didn't know how to read or write musical notes, but I knew how to write words. I made demo tapes. I went to auditions. Finally, I made a complete fool of myself. No one told me in order to be a successful singer, you had to be able to carry a tune. My dream was shattered. Distraught and downtrodden, I realized I just wasn't cut out to be a rock star. But I discovered I enjoyed writing. I was good with words, but I didn't want to be a songwriter. I wanted to write fiction. I wanted to be an author. And it's okay to change dreams, to realize your true talent, perhaps, lies somewhere else. Pursuing this new adventure, I churned out short stories, tackled a novel. I sent manuscripts out to all the major publishers, from New York to Chicago to San Francisco. Suddenly, boom! There it was, standing in front of me, strong, solid, and unyielding. researched how to create more intriguing plots, how to develop stronger characterization. I studied the do's and don'ts of publishing. Before long, I had the confidence to try it again. And then wouldn't you know it, life threw me that proverbial curveball. My days and nights got busier, and I was forced to put that dream on the back burner. But it was always there, nagging at me, whispering in my ear, prodding me to get back on that journey and to chase that dream again. I am now back in that chase, and my engine is revving in anticipation of what lies ahead. I believe one day I'll become a published author. I believe one day I'll walk into a bookstore and see my name on a shelf. I believe one day I'll smash through that brick wall, just like the female version of the Incredible Hulk, pounding away until those bricks are reduced to rubble and smashed to dust. And I don't care how long it takes. It could be tomorrow. It could be 8 months from now. It could be 8 years from now. I am going to keep trying, keep driving, and keep dreaming. Years ago, I might have hung up those Madonna cones, but I absolutely refuse to hang up that writing pen. For if there's anything the ups and downs of this journey has taught me, is that it's never too late to be what you could have been. And it's never too late to do what you could have done. What is your dream? Are you ready to continue on that chase? Do you hear that? That's the sound of a clock ticking. That's time telling you the only thing stopping you from succeeding is your fear of trying. Mr. Contest Chair.
Time doesn't have a minute, so the judges can mark their ballots. Contestant number 7, Kathy Finch. Parachutes. Parachutes. Kathy Finch.
I'm sitting in the open doorway of the tiny prop airplane, watching my sneakers dangle 12,000 feet above the ground. Mr. Contest Chair, Toastmasters friends, have you ever made a decision and regretted it? job after college. I chose safety, the sure thing over the search. Now I dread going to work every day. I know in my bones this isn't where I should be or what I should be doing. Trouble is, I don't know what it is I should be doing. I feel like I'm in free fall, no clue where I'm going to land. I'm ending a long relationship. It's good that it's over, but I am panicked and disoriented. It's as if my life has been flipped and spun and turned around so much that I don't know which way is up. I thought I'd be safe with this guy forever. Instead, it seems like the ground has been yanked out from underneath me. I'm pulling the ripcord on my job and perching precariously on the edge of such a massive change makes my stomach flip in fear. If I leap off this safe foundation and vault out into the void, I may crash and burn in spectacular fashion. The distance between here, safety, security, stability, and there, risk, success, satisfaction. It might as well be 12,000 feet. Hurtling through the sky, I hear a sharp sound. I open my eyes to see a brilliant red and yellow parachute floating above me. I take a deep breath and look around me in amazement. I can see so much. It's so clear. The glittering river, snow-capped mountains, the gorgeous green of the fields. And as I relax and let the parachute do its thing, I feel supported. I feel it holding me up. I feel it slowing my fall so much that it seems like I'm suspended in the sky. Wow. Just look at how wonderful it all is. See, the thing is, every time I felt like a panicked, disoriented, hyperventilating fish hurtling toward cataclysmic catastrophe, I found I'd actually had a parachute all along. That first job that left me wondering where I would land, friends encouraged me to pursue graduate school, which helped me discover what I love to do. That failed relationship that turned my life completely upside down, friends pushed me to get involved in my community, where I met my husband. That terrifying leap into the unknown with my career, my husband said, "You can do this." And he always makes sure I have a soft place to land. Friends, have you ever felt panicked and disoriented? Like you were spinning out of control, not sure which way was up or if you'd ever be able to breathe? Me too. The idea of taking a leap, real or metaphorical, can be terrifying. I'm guessing, though, that you have parachutes too. I bet if you checked, you'd find that your family and your friends have your back. And when you jump or fall or are pushed, they can give you the chance to catch your breath you push yourself off of that edge and vault out into the void. Do it. Jump. Allow yourself to be pushed. Fling yourself over the edge, knowing your parachutes are there. Then just look at how wonderful it all is. Mr. Contest.
Timer, if you'll give me a minute for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestant number 8, Justin Kirk. Not my own. Not my own, Justin Kirk.
You are surrounded. It's a sweaty July 2014 day in Cap-Haitian, Haiti. The strong scent of mosquito spray is in the air. The only thing between 100 ailing Haitians and the makeshift medical clinic is you. You have clear orders. Only let people into the clinic when their name is called. But the sea of faces continues to shout desperate and angry words at you in a language you don't understand. Fear engulfs you like a giant tidal wave, and there is no escape. Friends, fellow Toastmasters, that was me this past summer when I earned my first mission trip job title. Haitian Medical Clinic Bouncer! I'm proud to say that I'm officially the first bouncer to ever be described as twiggy and thin. Have you ever wanted to volunteer or to help a stranger, but you were too worried about yourself to take action? I was pretty worried about myself in my mission trip to Haiti, but I soon learned why I should choose to serve, even if it were outside of my comfort zone. 5 months earlier, in a comfortable, air-conditioned room in the United States, I remember staring at the mission trip sign-up sheet, doubting my desire to go. My pastor told me, Justin, Haiti is a beautiful country in the Caribbean, but it has been struggling with political corruption, poverty, and disaster for many years. I thought to myself, what could I possibly offer this country? And going to Haiti would just be so depressing. Almost as depressing as losing to the Cleveland Browns. Was I going to be safe in Haiti? Would I be able to handle the emotional toll of seeing poverty? Would I be able to check my Twitter account? I hesitated, afraid to sign my name on the dotted line. But then I thought about my mother, the most compassionate person in my life. First up, she performed the ultimate service project, raising a prince. I thought about how my mother volunteers at UPMC Mercy Hospital to spend time with people in their final moments of life. The thought of being the last face that a person sees and being responsible for making that person feel loved right before they die, that's terrifying. But if you were to ask my mother, why do you do it? She would smile